Aaron, do you want to build a sci-fi street in our studio?
Yeah. I mean, look at it. It's super simple. I think it'll probably only take about 2 weeks.
Okay, you have 2 weeks. Okay? Just 2 weeks.
Okay, let's go.
Look at what the hell? How did you?
This project was a big risk for us because it meant we had to close down the studio.
Everything's a mess. We're pretty far behind.
We had to finish it up within 2 weeks.
Should be like further ahead to have it finished in time for the deadline.
We have almost 80 aperture lamps all over the place. But we also needed a city to expand the whole set into this big city.
Aaron has planned to have like a real fence, and that's where the green screen virtual part starts.
Oh, it was crazy how much we did for this city. You're using so much time on this now, we're gonna lose so much money.
It's a world, you're creating a world. This is magic.
Welcome to part 2 of the Sci-fi street build. We have now built the whole street. We're now gonna install the virtual production. We're gonna shoot some test scenes, and then we're gonna have the full opening party and show them the whole result.
So Aaron had built this amazing sci-fi street, and we wanted to extend it using virtual production on a green screen, and we're going to do this in real time using the Vive Mars tracking system. However, virtual production is really complicated, so as last time we did this, we had to get some help from our friends over in Sweden.
Damn! This is insane. It's hard to believe that we are in the same studio. Where is the man behind it?
Oh, he left.
Oh.
He just left. No, he's fixing the robot back in UK.
Okay.
So he's filming, or he's like grabbing an actual robot.
He's making a robot.
Making a robot? Wow.
It's gonna serve beer. It's gonna be the bartender.
I like beer, you like beer. But you know what I hate? Pouring my own beer. So today we're gonna be making a robot to pour my beer. Right, let's get to it.
I'm a virtual production supervisor.
He's a virtual production supervisor.
But what do you think will be the biggest challenge for this shoot?
Actually, this shoot. Oh, your blinks as well. This shoot is gonna be quite easy to do in some way because we don't have any floor. If we had green floor as well, we had some reference points. So if I was standing here on a green floor, you see directly if it doesn't match up to a millimeter.
Yeah.
But now we have a window more to say.
So that's the back plate done for mounting all the stuff on. I'm gonna give it to Aaron, he's gonna do stuff with it. Don't touch it, it's hot.
Is it cool, Morten? We have one more for you.
Yeah, okay.
It's in the mail. It's coming today. So a really cool thing about virtual production is that you can move the camera around, and everything that is in 3D, like the fake landscape, is moving accordingly to your camera, so it makes it feel like it's real. It creates a parallax effect. When people think about virtual production, they think about these huge LED screens, but we don't have that. So last time we used a projector, now we're gonna use green screen. What's the difference?
Yeah, so I mean, it's benefits of doing different techniques. So for example here, we're gonna record everything separately. So we record both the video footage, but also the tracking as a separated file. So we have the freedom to do whatever.
That means that you can actually kind of render the material once again. You can make it even more high quality, so to speak, but still have the kind of movement that would otherwise take a long time to actually do post-processing.
So we record in camera with the green screen. The virtual production tools will track our movements, so the fake 3D city match our movements. And then in post we can export the city again with the movements to fine-tune it and make it blend with our footage. And that's pretty cool.
Most viewers maybe can't afford an actual LED screen, or even a projector for that matter. But an actual green screen, I mean, you can actually go to a store and buy a fabric and play around with it within Unreal, which is free, or Ximetry, and just try it out.
Trying to make an even green screen, removing the barn doors, trying to make the lights as small as possible. So fine-tuning everything now. And then I'm so glad we had the Sidus Link app, so you can just control these wirelessly, so I don't need to climb up and down all the time. The disadvantage with project background was that lighting was hard because we couldn't hit the project background.
It's light sensitive.
It got so washed out. But now we have another problem with the green screen because it solves the washed out thing.
Yeah.
But we can get spill from the green screen.
Yes, both with the actors and other kind of reflection stuff like glass or mirrors and such has to be put into post.
I had to spend quite a lot of time cabling, making it as efficient as possible, because we wanted the DOP, the cinematographer, to have a view of the final composition with the 3D world behind the street, so that he can compose it correctly and use it as sort of a previs on set.
So because we're doing virtual production, we need to have an Ethernet cable to the tracker, one SDI cable to to Unreal Engine. One of the cables will be going into the Ultimate for keying before going back into the computer. And then I also want to have one SDI cable back so the cameraman can get the final image on his screen. I'm trying to not have all the cables on the floor, so I bundle these 3 cables up and then we attach it to our railing system where we usually have our lights. It's pretty loud.
Oh yeah.
We can lock it in place.
Yeah. Där, stopp.
So today we're going to do calibration. So this is also how you travel on a professional way, using socks to not get any scratches.
I'm not sad, I'm just disappointed.
You're so professional. So the cool thing with these ones are that you can send the data. So when you zoom physically on the lens, you also zoom digitally in the Unreal scene. Yeah. So then you match it up. So it really feels like it is there. And the same with the focus. So if you defocus, it's getting blurry in the Unreal scene.
What was pretty cool with this shoot, which we haven't done before, is using the fist track system. So we could zoom in and zoom out and send that signal to Unreal Engine, so the perspective in the city would change according to lens. So this was quite exciting and something new we haven't tested before.
So this is to calibrate everything. We need to know how the studio is looking, where is the camera relative to the tracking device, and also the lens file, which is super important when doing green screen. So we're using Ximmetry today. So that's a software that works on top of Unreal Engine that makes everything a lot easier to do, like doing the tracking, setting up the Unreal stage, and having everything ready. And you can do also adjustment on the fly much easier. So we record also the tracking data and export it from Ximmetry.
So now after 2 hours of calibrating, we finally have the zoom working.
The digital world zooms when we zoom physically.
The only thing is we need to fix the latency, because there's a little bit of latency from between the tracking and the Unreal and Ximmetry and everything. So that is the next point.
Good work.
While Nate's been working on the upper arm, I have been putting together the lower arm. So Nate's made these brackets and I'm adding these 2 ears onto them. You can tell I added it on because the welding is absolutely atrocious. I've then made these 2 T-bars with holes in the ends, and these will fit into the stepper motors to twist the hands for the wrists. And then I've got these guide bars which are going to go in as well. This is sort of how the bones in like your forearm will work, so that's why I built it like this.
Aaron has so many ideas. He said that he knows a guy who could make glitter beer, like a futuristic beer, just for this party. And that wasn't, that costs money as well. Oh, it was crazy how much we did for this city. But, when we first do something, we want to do it properly. The past months has been a bit difficult because it hasn't been that many projects. So we really need something now. I should have even earlier contacted people but I didn't know at the same time, I didn't know how this was going to turn out, So when the street was looking so good, that was when I was like, oh, we should film something more here than just some test scenes, because we had to tear it down within 1 week. but it was a bit too late, unfortunately. So we had to find a plan and invite people to this open day. And when you invite people in the industry and agencies and previous clients, first of all, we had to make an impressive invitation to make actually people come, because no one had heard about this. We hadn't even had time to make any stories on our Instagram or anything. So Matthias made this invitation. In the email, they will click.
Yeah, and then they get linked to a website.
And then they will see this to get excited about the event.
It actually didn't take that much time.
No, you're just that good.
It took like surprising. It took only like 3 hours. And
wow.
I haven't even used Blender that much.
Great.
And if you make people excited, you have to deliver. You have to not disappoint them. We had to think, how can we make this opening party as good as possible?
So when working with green screen, it's even more important to have everything perfectly nailed. Also regarding delay.
Because you have two things coming from the camera. You have the position rotation data, and then you have the image feed. But these come at different...
The real image, yeah.
The real image. And those are at different speeds. We need to make sure those are synced.
So by using an iPad right now, we are displaying a dot, and then we are panning back and forth, and then we can see, okay, this is how much delay we have from the tracking data, which is super important. When working with LED panels and projectors, you kind of get away with some delay, but here you want to have it spot on, because when you move the camera, you want the content in the background to move exactly direct. Here we can see our 0 point that we defined earlier. So hopefully now when you move, cool.
Can we see the city soon? Hello!
In the previous episode, we downloaded the Cyberpunk City Pack from the marketplace. My job is kind of to polish the city, so to make it look more realistic, adding lights and adding billboards, adding volumetrics like fog, just to give it the depth, and also adding global illumination to the scene. That's called Lumen in Unreal Engine. So you get all these components together to make it more realistic, and also working on the angle and horizon we're working in. So every angle where the camera is, it's supposed to be a bit interesting. So you get like a silhouette. Oops. So you get like a silhouette. And also the animation, all the cars, they're all animated by me. So added a lot of small details, like adding like tiny red lights on the top of the buildings, kind of like when you see in like mega cities like Tokyo. When you go into autofocus and in the depth of field, you get a really realistic bokeh. So trying to make it kind of realistic and also make it look cool for the eye at first impression. So it's not just a blob of buildings. So.
Oh, time flies. We sent out quite some emails yesterday. So far we have 10 people who are coming. But that's the first day. Hopefully within the end of this week we'll have more people. I just need to continue sending out emails. It takes some time.
How is it going so far? It's shoot tomorrow?
It's going good. We made a lot of progress in the past few hours. There's still a lot to do.
And we had to start filming something, like to show what's possible.
I was working day and night on this, and also Darje was working until the last minute to get the 3D world done.
I have the file. Here you go.
Yay!
Darje, what's the file?
Oh, it's the Unreal Engine file, the Cyber City.
Okay, this looks great.
Thank you.
Look at that. This is our new building. And views have 2 buildings, so you are bigger than us. Cool. Okay, let's get this up and running then.
Yeah, cool. Look at the car, and it's gonna land on that platform.
No?
Is it? Oh, you can look.
Oh. And it's not there.
Company car.
Oh, it works.
Oh.
Cute.
it was super cool seeing the city for the first time in virtual production in the camera while holding the camera, and the coolest part is adjusting the focus, because the bokeh was calibrated correctly, and it was amazing because it's a collaboration. I'm doing the 3D and he's doing the set, so it's coming together, and we have to have this seam there just to get these two different components to work together as a city. So so that's really awesome. So
Good job.
thanks.
Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm very happy. It's really cool. So it's been long evenings tuning the city and getting all the lights and everything correct, and all the small penny animations. So, yeah, it's really cool.
Trying the virtual production for the first time with the city, that was so fun. And like looking over the fence and down. Oh, that was so fun.
It was really nice to see all the different pieces now starting to come together, and we could see finally maybe an end to this project.
Hi.
Oh my God. Look at this. What's your slogan? Captivating stories and breathtaking visuals, isn't it?
That's true.
Yes. Look at this. Breathtaking visuals. Check. Captivating stories.
We'll see.
That's why I'm here.
Excited to see you guys. Hi.
Wow. So Aaron has been working day and night to get everything.
Wow, this looks crazy good.
And as you can see, like we have this.
Oh, damn! That's gonna be the background.
Okay, today we're going to do some test scenes. Matthias has written a script together with Jonathan, the actor. Yes, it's going to be exciting to see how it looks.
Trying to make some noodles with colors, so it looks a little bit more futuristic, I guess. Hopefully. Yeah. This is definitely works.
I remember last time you said shooting handheld is very cool in virtual production, because then you see all the movements, like you really see the parallels, I think.
Yeah.
The test scenes we're shooting, can we just do everything handheld?
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's the really cool thing, to handheld going crazy with it.
Yeah.
So you can really see.
We're using the Shogun Inferno. It's quite big and heavy, but it's good because we can have both the SD in and out, and also HDMI, and we can have 4K in, and we can do recording on it as well. So, there you go. Yeah. And since we have a tracker on top, which needs to be there, we need to be creative on how to solve everything. And it's a bit fun, actually. Having the live keying with the city as well, it's much easier to frame, for instance, and also to light up the actors, so it matches the background. So when we were filming the test scene, we recorded on the Shogun, so we could have like a preview when we were editing the little scene. We have almost 80 aperture lamps all over the place. That makes the whole thing, like the lighting. And of course, Aaron's set design, set building, of course.
Så här ser alla lysene vi har kopplat på.
Action.
We have to go. Leah, or we're dead. The threat of Novus Terra. It's real. Your father, he bought you blue flowers. The last time you saw him.
How do you know that?
I'm Jake. I know you. Leah, I brought you a plate.
Thank you. Please, Dr. Voss is fine.
Dr. Voss, I appreciate it.
Your message really intrigued me. I didn't know you knew my father.
He told me, Novus Terra. It's not what it seems. I don't wish to put you in harm's way. But we're running out of time. I believe your father developed a kill code that would put an end to all this.
What are you talking about?
It's going rogue. It's everywhere. It's... You have to trust me. Come.
Okay, that's a wrap, everybody. Nice, good job. Then it was the day for the opening party, and we were so excited to see who was going to come.
At the beginning of the day of the party, there was still a lot of things to be done before the guests arrived.
Whoa! Aaron, what are you doing?
It's alive. It's in like sort of test mode at the moment, but you see the glass is sort of coming to where it wants. Its head's just going wherever it wants at the moment. But once it's all programmed, it should be able to take your cup, be able to pull the beer tap, and then serve your beer.
Wow, but this is so awesome. Aaron, have you managed to sleep at all, like these weeks?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Like, luckily Nate helped me make. Nate did all the metal work and I did all the electronics for this. So it's funny, like everywhere else we just put random wires to make it look busy, but this is like actually needs all the wires.
People from the industry are coming today. Yeah, so that this is serving beer to the people coming is just a really cool thing. Want to serve you now, Aaron? Just continue. I was just crossing my fingers that at least we get some people to the opening party. Yeah.
How's it going, Morten?
Really good.
Yeah.
No stress at all.
Det ser ikke ut som folk kommer.
Så kommer nå da. People are coming now.
It was over. We were tired, but it was worth it, and I hope you guys as well enjoyed this whole process. And in addition to the party, we had time to some workshops.
So we had a workshop with VP Nordic talking about virtual production, and also we had Black Magic come and talk about the best practices for using their ultimate skiers.
Learning from each other, and yeah, having a place to gather people and just learn from each other. That's feels really good.
I think we learned so much from this project, and I feel like we really pushed our studio to the absolute limits of what's possible. And also I'm really grateful for Aaron to come up with this project, putting in all the work, and also to pushing us to do crazy things like this, because I think doing these kind of crazy things is what kind of push us forward as filmmakers, and this project is something we're gonna remember for a very, very long time.
Yeah, Aaron, good job.
Thanks, Anders. Thanks for letting me destroy your studio and fill it up with stuff.
It went so fast, it feels like it was a dream. So
it definitely does, yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad we captured it on camera, because or else I would forget everything. I could see that everyone involved were so eager. They're so excited about this. You know, even Dan, you know, making the beer. Yeah. Like everything from that to Paul, who helped us with the carving and making stuff, to Dari. And that's really the fun part with doing projects, I think, like collaborating and working together to create something. So a lot of people involved in this project. We linked to all of them in the description.
So Dan, who made the beer, has a YouTube channel called Bentgate Brewing. You can check that out. And then Nate, who made the robot, has a channel called Nate's Forge, where he builds other ridiculous things.
Yep.
Not just robots.
Have fun creating stuff. Meet people and just be a bit crazy.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
I'm excited for next time when we're going to make something even bigger.
Can we do that, yeah?
I can't wait to show you the next project. I've got so many ideas that we can work on. This next one is going to be even bigger. You're going to love it. The project!